Welcome to Slightly Off Script, the marriage show where we remind you that marriage can be stupid good and wicked fun. I'm one of your hosts, Bethany Needham, here with the background noise to this intro, Andy Needham.
Is that all I am to you, background noise?
Because they can't see you over there fake picking your nose and making faces at
You're
me.
just making things up now. This is not fair.
No. Moving forward, I will make things up, but this 100% true. They'll never know. They'll never know.
Never know.
At least I said it was fake picking your nose. We weren't actually, from my angle, maybe you were really picking your nose. I don't know. The last time it was like
You
a
can
dance.
pick your wife.
Yeah, something like that. All right, friend. It is the end of a long day.
Yes. Well, the end of a long set of days.
Yes.
And though this has been on social media for a few weeks now because the recording release cycle, it's, the multiverse.
Yeah.
However,
we're a little ahead.
you had an amazing accomplishment last weekend.
I did the powerlift meet.
You didn't do it.
Stop it with the win.
You won it.
Everybody's a winner.
Everybody's not a winner. There are a lot of winners.
Okay.
There's many awards, but hey, hold on.
Okay.
Let me talk. Don't interrupt me. However, you won your weight class, like in your age bracket. Like that's like, there's a lot of like other awards that are given out, but like winning, and again, you're going to level up. You're going to go to more stiff competition in the future. You're not always going to win a trophy. Just enjoy the trophy.
The trophy is
Special.
It's special.
It is special.
But can I share the thing that I feel like was the win for me? Because I went into this, I said it from the beginning. I had goals that I set for myself because that, for me, that is what powerlifting is. I aiming for goals, whatever. The deadlift for me was my last lift of the day. So
this competition, you pushed harder, and you actually you had a great squat that I thought was right on the line, but you didn't get credit for. It was your first ever failed lift, which it's good though. Like it's a good experience. And then your bench press.
Yep.
You did two that were great, and then you pushed and tried to stretch, and that one didn't go. So then
that was a legitimate fail. Like I didn't have it with the bench that day, to be honest. So the squat was infuriating because I just didn't hit depth. But the bench, I really was giving it my all, and it just wasn't moving.
So then, your coach was like, all right, full send on the deadlift.
Yeah. So at that point, we were sort of looking at the goals. What are we trying to do here? My second attempt, we just went for the PR. We're like, let's just do it. And
now that one matched your PR, right?
Nope, it gave me a PR.
Oh, okay.
So we're like, let's go for it, and we did, and it was a lot. Like it was not an easy pull. And then at that point, I hit it. So he's like, "What do you want to do?" I was like, we had nothing to lose at that point, so we jumped it up. So I did 245. I think it was 245, and then we jumped to 255, and. Might have been from 240. Anyways, doesn't matter. 255.
Yeah. Your ultimate lift was 255, which is two of the bigger plates, which is kind of amazing.
Well, in that one, I honestly, this is such nerdy, but I was even talking to my coach after, because just right before I was going up, and typically you wouldn't do this, right? Like, and he even said I would never adjust somebody's technique right before. But again, I had nothing to lose, and I'm in agreement with this. I don't think if I had stuck with my original approach, I would have pulled the 255, and he just tweaked it literally where I took the breath. He's like, take your breath at the top, brace, and just go down, grab the bar and pull. Like, don't sit at the bottom. And which I had been doing. I'd been sort of setting up at the bottom. And I honestly believe that tweak made the difference for me pulling that extra bit. So yeah, it was amazing.
You also made some friends, young and old.
Oh, yeah. I was so excited when I saw that there was a 9-year-old girl lifting, and shout out to Saoirse. She super cool kid.
A Mainer.
Yeah, a little Mainer. So that was fun. It was her brother, and her dad were all competing, which was awesome. It was so fun. And then I also met Elsa, who was 75 years old and competing. And I'm like, man, it's goals. I want to be the grandma that my like grandkids are there cheering me on for.
Or lifting.
The ultimate goal would be to lift with my grandkid. That would be sick. So
Yeah, it was fun. It was a great day. And we actually ran into some of your old youth group kids who are now in college. That was a big surprise. Like, hey, what are you guys doing here? And they were supporting a friend who was into it. And it was a great scene. It was good.
So fun. And we're registered for the next one
in March.
Yeah. So
let's go.
Yeah. So it's been a little bit of a crazy.
Yeah. You've had a lot of work right now. It's a lot. And I'm in a very heavy teaching flow here this week. I got 3 sessions this week, and then I'm preaching at our church this weekend, which is exciting. I haven't done that in a while, actually. And I'm feeling pretty good and ready, but it's been a lot it's all new content, everything that I'm doing. So it's like a lot of stuff. Feels like I'm back in school in some ways.
So basically we were being transparent to say that we're pushing ourselves to record right now. So this is going to be interesting to see. We're going fairly light on this. Yeah. Both of us, our creative juices are pretty tapped out right now.
If you want to explore Mark chapter 14, 32 to 42, I can give you a pretty good deep dive right now, but I don't know.
A little run through the sermon. Maybe next time.
Okay. Well, you can go live stream that if you want. We often use AI or ChatGPT to kind of help us like brainstorm ideas. And honestly, in the editing side of things, like all the show notes that you used to hate, it's all like I look through it before I publish it and everything like that. Yeah. But I'm thankful for these tools.
It's a whole new world.
Whole new world. Yeah. I feel like, I use ChatGPT a decent amount in my work, but it's been like a huge tool for you as you've developed the system, stuff like that.
Super helpful. When you don't, I don't know, for me, creating outlines, or if I prep something and I want like a worksheet to go with it, simple things like putting in my notes and being like, hey, can you create a 1-page worksheet? And it's incredible. So
I love using it. Like what I even do for us is like, I'll reference the feed for our podcast and I'll be like, here's the feed for our podcast. Here's what we usually talk about. Go and come up with some more ideas of things that would be in this. So it's like, it's referencing what you're already doing, which is kind of cool. But this may have nothing to do with that because we just said, come up with 20 questions, some of them fun and some of them serious. And some of them are going to be absolutely great and others are going to be dumb. And we didn't look deeply at this before we started. So
no, not at all.
This is real time.
Real time. So we have given permission to veto.
Yep.
Yeah, like we don't have to answer.
There's 20 questions. I think like I'm not going to say I have a limit on vetoes, but we have to answer a few questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will save my vetoes for like if I really don't have an answer. Okay. So I'm not going to be like, I don't feel comfortable sharing that on the pod. Okay. What have I been not comfortable sharing?
Which is funny because the first question is, what is one weird thing that I do that you secretly find adorable? And then it says, but would never admit in public, which is really hilarious because
I'm about to admit in public.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I got it.
Let's pick my nose, right?
Yeah. Picking your nose. No, I find it absolutely adorable that when you get out of the shower,
oh, jeez.
To dry off your legs, you stand on like the corner of the towel and like fan your legs. That makes a very distinct, almost like a helicopter taking off in the bathroom. And there's something just...
I'm going to encourage people not to try to imagine what this looks like for your own health and safety.
But it was a first thing that came to mind because unlike the thing that I secretly find it adorable is like most people, pat off.
I don't think it's most people. I think that you also have to realize like this is like a pro tip for people. They can adopt this method. I think part of it is that I don't shave my legs. So
I would like to know if anyone else does this. Listeners, please vote. Is this even a thing? But I find it adorable because it'll be like early in the morning, quiet, and all of a sudden it's like a helicopter taking off. That's mine.
Okay.
Do you have one for me?
There's so many quirks.
You have to find it adorable though, not
But
annoying.
adorable quirk. Well, I do kind of find this adorable is that you have so many devotionals and Bibles and books that are partially read and journals that have 4 pages into them. Like when I say a lot, like an entire dresser drawer, well, actually probably more than one because there's the side table in our bedroom as well and
Yeah.
downstairs. Like it's to the brim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me your wife has ADHD without telling me.
Loves Jesus, has ADHD.
Yeah, literally.
She has started many good books.
You're not wrong.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
I do find it adorable. Like sometimes it's annoying if I can't close the drawer, but
Yeah, it's good. I actually was thinking the other day I had to clear this bad boy out.
it's a thing. Like you don't have it as much as your dad does, but like your dad loves very nice Bibles.
Yep.
I remember we were at their house the other day. It was the last time we went to visit them before they moved up here, which is wild. And if your dad asked you a question about like, oh, the Bible that I bought you, does it have this kind of leather overlap or this? Like, do you remember that?
Yeah, and I was like, I have no idea what we're talking about.
He was throwing around like Bible binding.
Yeah, you're like, she likes the words in it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
like she prefers the words. All right, next question.
Okay, so I don't know if I have an answer for this, but I'll ask you in case you do. If our marriage had a soundtrack, what would be the title track and what genre would it be?
I have 2 answers for this.
Love it.
Okay, the real answer would be it's ambient study, the playlist from Spotify, which is what I play all day long, and like when we're just chilling out, that's the playlist. That's number 1.
Ambient study is a playlist of our marriage.
I don't know what that says. It's just like a chill. It's super chill.
Wow.
It's probably because it has to counteract how much non-chill there is in our marriage. All right, so that's number 1. It really screws up you know how they have like the Spotify Wrapped
Yeah.
at the end of the year? Mine are all like box fan and like ambient whatever. And then it's like Phil Wickham. That's like it. So anyway, that's here nor there. I would also say that the song Lucky,
Oh, yes.
which
played.
Jason Mraz and Colby Calais, not that I'm saying we're lucky, but that's
Ambient study and lucky. This drives me to another conversation. Just kidding.
hey, I'm just going off the top of my mind here.
No, I love it.
But-
You did make me think of one. I think it's called Banks by Need to Breathe.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I have said that when I heard that song, I was like, man, this to me describes the beauty in our marriage. It's that idea of
I recommend that. That's a much better answer than I gave. Go listen to that song
Unless
or
you're-
ambient study.
unless your marriage prefers a little ambient study.
Okay.
That's fantastic. All right, next one.
All right. Which of us would survive longer on a deserted island and why?
Ooh,
That's a tough one.
this is a tough one because I'm pretty hard to kill. I feel like I'm pretty.
Are we together and now we're deciding?
Yeah, this is like Hunger Games. No, I mean
You have watched many murder documentaries
Yeah.
and listened to many murder podcasts.
See, you have these skills of like you're a better cook and you're more organized and all like wonderful.
Getting the bills paid is not going to help.
Yeah, but I feel like when it comes to just like
Making it happen.
sheer survival, I don't know. I might win.
I don't know. There's some variables here because if I think I'm more likely to have a stable shelter.
Maybe. Because you need one. Yeah,
I think it's debate. You are very resourceful. You have like adaptive leadership is like core strength for you. I will die next to my organized pile of wood.
Yeah.
All
Well, and if it came down to it, I've seen like so many murder documentaries. I would probably know how to kill you so that I could use
That's
you
what I
as
was saying.
food
That's
to
what
keep
I'm sort of afraid
surviving.
of. All right. Next question.
What's your current love language and what's your annoyance language? I didn't know that was a thing.
That's new to me.
Interesting. That's actually kind of fun. I really want to know your answer to this.
I don't know. What do you think my answer is?
What do I? That's my annoyance language. Just kidding. Well, how about I answer first? Well, I'll try. Okay, so current love language, I would say gifts is actually one for me when you. So I'm going to go back to the powerlift meet because this was one of those moments that I felt very loved and cared for. As silly as it sounds, you bought me a box of Uncrustables for my competition. And that may mean nothing to anyone else. But for you to take the time and find this snack that I don't even know how you know, power lifters, like people who lift, do like to eat Uncrustables on, especially on meet days. You either doing the research, figuring it out, and taking the time to purchase that for me, I felt so loved. It was like one of my favorite things, and it was just a box of Uncrustables. So gifts, for sure. Annoyance language. This is not always annoying, but I have found that, because I think people are wired differently, if I feel overstimulated and stressed, physical touch is actually not calming for me. Yeah. It's like... it can be like, I'm like, please don't touch me. Yeah. So that would be mine.
Well, and I think physical touch is definitely one of, if not my top love language. So that can be challenging.
So that never goes poorly.
My annoyance is when you don't like it.
That's not a love language.
No, it's in my annoyance language.
Oh, I thought it was like a one.
Oh, which one is annoying to me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
That's how I translate.
Well, I mean, actually, it's interesting. I would say that my annoyance is like gifts because I'd rather just research it and find the thing that I want myself.
Oh my gosh. How has this marriage worked? We literally like, my top love language is your annoyance language.
Yeah. I like to give gifts. I don't like to get gifts.
Okay. Maybe that's how it's worked.
I don't know.
But
I feel like I'm sure there are times when I'm very annoying and touchy. But I think I can sense.
Well, the flip side
I can read the cues when you.
I can be the opposite sometimes, where when like it's not like physical touch is always annoying.
It's called perimenopause. It's very.
Welcome.
Okay.
All right. Next question before this goes weird.
It's already weird.
If we swap jobs for a week, what would go hilariously wrong first? Oh.
I wouldn't make it through your Monday. I don't know. I would, I'm
trying to think of what would go wrong first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like in your job, I don't know if it'd be hilariously wrong, but stuff would just not get done. I have no idea what I was doing. What would go hilariously wrong? Me trying to lead a pastor's gathering. And
I think you could lead it. You probably couldn't organize it.
yeah. It would be very disorganized for sure.
I don't know. I think my empathy tank is not as large as yours in terms of like the environment that you're in, which is partially why our marriage works, because we're different. See?
Yeah.
See? Is this happening here?
I would like to be a fly on a wall of you counseling someone after a relapse and then
stop it.
Just stop.
Yeah. Well, and I don't have as much understanding of that, but you didn't when you got in there, and you've learned a lot. So, but if it was for a week, I don't think I'd make it to Wednesday. So, I don't think, like, I really do have, the thing that's interesting is, like, I would say this, I have incredible respect for your coworkers. I like hanging out with them. I don't know that I would be able to work with them all.
You would love them.
Including you. All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, including me. Fair enough.
Who is more dramatic when sick?
And can you defend your answer? That's interesting. Who's more dramatic when sick?
I have two answers to this.
Okay.
If we're talking normal level sick, like that annoying cold or flu, that happens to me rarely, but I am a little bit of a weakling in that.
I feel like we're both pretty dramatic.
Okay. No.
Oh, no.
You like to overachieve. You're not dramatic. Like if you have a cold, I don't feel like you're dramatic. If you have the flu, you're not dramatic. The person most likely to hit our deductible and get an ER visit, that's definitely you.
Go big or go
home. I mean, I think that the ratio of ER visits that I've done in our marriage versus you've done, I mean, it's probably like 30-2. I think it's something like that.
Fair enough. But I do think how I would defend that is that the problem is I probably am not dramatic when I should be. And so it becomes something very serious.
That's true.
And then the situation gets dramatic.
That's true. I think that's actually accurate. Yeah. You underplay pain. You have a very high pain tolerance.
Right.
And you're like, well, the leg will grow back.
Well, because I'm like a kidney infection, which is the last reason I went to the ER. It's not necessarily me being dramatic. That is kind of uncomfortable, but
it gets dramatic when there's,
right. But
I'm not saying you're being dramatic. There's drama happening.
That's what I mean. The situation for sure.
Okay.
And part of the problem is that I don't speak up earlier when I'm like, there's slight discomfort. I wait until
it's expensive. All right. Next, what is your signature move in an argument, and what should it be? I don't know. What should it be? Go listen to our previous episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will say one that I don't feel like it's currently my signature move because you beat it out of me. But it's saying it's so
simple. Oh my word. I'm changing my annoyance language.
If I would say that something was so simple.
Oh my gosh.
That was like throwing gasoline on the fire.
I have never considered murder. So it is like, first of all, just imagine for a minute you were in like an intense argument.
Okay, it sounds terrible as you say it. I understand. It was not a good thing to say.
It's simple. Just kidding.
It is pretty simple. It's simply stupid to say. So, yes. Okay.
My signature move, I would say, is to shut down, where I'm just like, I get quiet and I don't want to engage. And I'm like, just forget it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was fun. All right. Number 8.
Good times.
This one I don't even know. If you created a marriage emoji just we're just skip.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's not going to be appropriate. All right, number 9. What food best describes easy to read our marriage and why? Bonus points if it's something that's a little spicy or occasionally messy. What? Okay, ChatGPT.
No, that's dumb. Can I veto twice in a row?
Yeah,
That's dumb. Let's go to 10. What's the most ridiculous married couple thing we've ever argued about? I actually like this.
Well,
I got to think about it, but
I think the legendary one was the blanket on the wall.
Blanket on the wall.
That's the most historically amazing one.
I mean, there's got to be others. I feel like, let's see, most married couple thing. True argument.
We fight over the pillows in a hotel room.
True. Yeah. Because
there's the secret extra pillow.
Yeah. So we both love to because we sleep with body pillows. We have a bunch of pillows when we're home. So when we're at a hotel and you get there and there's just 2 pillows and even the 2 combined do not equal the depth of one pillow, then the fight begins. Who gets the spare pillow that is often in the closet for whatever pull-out thing they have in there? So yeah, that can be, it's not like a real argument, but it's kind of an argument. So I think that's fair. I feel like there's probably others. And for some reason, my brain is just silly things like how we make the bed sometimes or.
Yeah. I mean, both of us have particular things like that are just kind of, we tend to laugh at them most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Not actual real arguments right now. If I don't change the sign on the dishwasher, I'm clean and dirty. Just the classics.
I think the best things are like in marriage or when, and this happens to me like every month, but like when there's something that really annoys me that you do and like I get after you for it. And
then you do it.
I do it.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm glad you
Let's go to the other questions.
Because I think this has been talked about before, or you brought it up on social media. You shamed me publicly on this because we had a whole discussion about whether or not people close the toilet seat, like the top seat.
There's not a debate here. It's science.
Okay, fine. And we decided because you won that vote. Everyone's like, yeah, you close, which
you flush the toilet with the seat, like not the seat down, but the cover up. It just sprays stuff all over your bathroom.
Okay.
Blacklight, terrible.
Yeah, I'm just putting it out there, guys.
The other day.
More than once now. More than once. Andy has left both seats up. He just swung the pendulum. He gave me so much.
Yeah, this has happened twice in our marriage, and now you're like, let's share it on a podcast.
Yeah, let's.
It's middle age. You have to be up so much in the night.
Except when you leave the second seat up and it's the middle of the night, I'm going to fall in.
You get a little baptism.
Forget it spraying up. I don't need it to spray up. I'm going in.
Dunkin' Donuts. All right. Okay. This is supposed to be more the heartful and hopeful section.
Ooh, bring it.
What is something small that I've done recently that made you feel loved or seen?
Oh, I just answered this one. You bought me the Uncrustables. But also tonight, you made me dinner, like had it ready when I got home because I had a wicked long day and I was hungry and tired. And you were so sweet and cooked it all and had it ready to go.
I think that one of the common ones that I really do appreciate, even though sometimes we get in fights over this too, is that you are very willing to drive. And sometimes I will backseat drive a little bit and you'll get after me and put me in my place. But that being said, I do a lot of driving for work. Tomorrow I have to get up early, drive all the way to Southern Connecticut, drive all the way back. And I do appreciate that. Even sometimes when you're tired, you're like, the only rule is that you get to listen to one of your crazy podcasts.
Something to keep me awake.
No,
that's for everyone's safety.
That I do. I want to say I appreciate that.
Oh, thanks.
All right.
If we could go back and give our newlywed selves one piece of advice, what would it be?
Well, I think I've said this before on the podcast. Chill out.
Settle down.
Settle down.
My newlywed self, this too shall pass. It's okay, girl. It's going to get better. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, honestly, to chill out. Like, not everything needs to be a battle. You don't need, like, there's this weird sense of needing to fight through everything. And like, no, it's fine. You don't need to. I don't know if that would have helped our newlywed selves, but you're welcome.
Which season of our marriage has surprised you the most and why?
Ooh. You know what? I would actually say the season when you traveled full time with the band. The kids were elementary school. I was at work full time. I was surprised at how close we remained in all of that.
Yeah.
That actually, with you being on the road all the time, I didn't actually feel a distance from you relationally. So that was, looking back, I'm like, that's actually, obviously by the grace of God, but that was something that surprised me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What would you say?
I think going through some of the really hard things we did, especially with mental health, I also was like, I don't know, surprised might be the wrong word, but I was just thankful that similarly, like I felt like we not that we didn't have stress or times where we like were at wit's end, but that was another season where I was like, our marriage was very resilient through that. Like I felt like we really stressed, like we were not going to let this pull us apart. Like we're going to be in it together. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because like I think, this season is a new one. And we definitely have stresses and pressures, but it's like we also have a lot of margin. And so like I do think like sometimes I'm like, oh, don't want to get too comfortable, Yeah. That's something that I think, because I think sometimes our marriage is actually done best when it's like we were forced into discomfort. So yeah.
We do. Good. Under pressure.
Yeah, just hang on a minute. It'll be another thing will come along.
All right. What's one dream you still have for us that we've never talked about publicly? It has to be appropriate.
I still dream for Bethany to become a stand-up comedian.
This came up at the gym today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Connor was joking about, my coach is Connor. He was like, you should do stand-up comedy on Saturday.
See, all right. I love it.
No, I said, Andy would be devastated if I actually did that and he was not there.
I'm not devastated if you start working on your craft.
It's not craft. This is...
All right. There's a couple reasons, and I won't do a long deep dive, but I'll give a couple quick flyover here. First of all, I do think you're hilarious. I think that you have the raw ability to do it. You can win a crowd easily. You are funny. I think the hardest thing for you is learning to say the same things over and over again and like that, like dial it in part. However, I think you could do it. The second thing is, after being somebody who has traveled to speak, somebody who has traveled as a musician, lugged all kinds of equipment around, guitars, sound equipment, for like being in a band is just moving equipment around. I just think that there is nothing more magical than somebody who can literally show up to an event and just have a cup of water and a microphone. Like, I will be your manager. We will go places.
I have said, I'm putting it out there. I've told you, if you write, so my thing is like, I don't know how to write comedy, but I said, if you wrote me comedy,
okay, so
I would consider.
I think that there's also an opening for a clean, faith-oriented. I mean, you can go the chosen path, or you can go the Chick-fil-A Christian. You can choose how on that spectrum you want to be. You don't have to be Jesus. However, I think that this could happen, and I think I'm gonna give you a challenge here on the podcast that in the next year,
okay.
I won't even put boundaries on how it has to happen. I want you to do something that is stand-up comedy.
Okay.
In the next year.
Are you gonna write this for me?
I will help you do it.
Okay.
You can pick the setting. Like, you could be like, I'm gonna do it at this private event. I'm gonna do it at this open mic. I'm gonna do it here, there, that, whatever. I will cheer you on.
Are you gonna be there to wipe my tears if it bombs?
You're gonna do. Your bomb is gonna be the bomb. All right, friends. Let's make this happen. Do you have an answer to this?
A dream. I don't think so, because I feel like we've shared the things that come to mind. I have a dream of, this is like a lame, but I have a dream of owning a lake house one day. Not a big one, just a little one.
Once your stand-up career takes off and your special is bought by Netflix.
All right, we're going to the next question.
Probably the only way that's going to happen. So,
what's one way that we've changed for the better since we got married?
We've chilled out.
We have. We've chilled out. I think we're hotter.
I don't know. I couldn't keep my hands off you. You were pregnant within like 5 months.
Fair enough. Maybe cooler? No. Honestly, I think we have chilled a ton in a good way.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. What do you think? Change for the better?
I think we're more like Jesus, so that's good.
Oh, good answer. Fruit of the Spirit. I love it. All right. So when do you feel most on the same team with me?
I think that I would say there's two ways. One is if I'm helping you accomplish and empowering you to do something that is important to you. So that could be powerlifting or your job. And then I also love when we get to do something that we actually do the work together.
I would
top that answer.
I can't. I concur. I actually think I feel the most on the same team with you when we're leading worship together, if we're like hosting an event, but also I would say when we host our kids, when our kids are here and we're doing dinner or whatever else.
Buckle up. We got a bunch of that on the horizon.
It's many opportunities to be on the same team in the coming days.
What moment in our marriage still makes you laugh every time you think about it?
I can't share.
Oh, no.
Sorry. In fact, oh man, most of them I can't. Let me think.
Wow. This one feels a little bit like bad timing because Jamaica just got destroyed by Hurricane Melissa. But the story about on our cruise when you planned the excursion.
Oh,
and
yes.
I ended up having to jump down waterfalls, getting flipped on these rapids. And I think we shared that story in a previous podcast.
Yeah.
That
does still make me giggle.
Yeah.
The rest of mine, I'm sorry, this is not way off script. So I will say one of my favorite things about the longer you are married and with someone is the more you do have inside jokes and things that are just like, well, these are just things between you that are hilarious. So, and in 23 years of marriage, we've collected a few of those. So I'll just laugh about them in my head.
Okay. If your marriage was a movie, what would the title of the sequel be?
What?
If our marriage were a movie,
Yeah.
what would the title of the sequel be?
Why the sequel? Like
don't know.
our next marriage? That's a weird question.
It's still just us. I don't know. Like,
Nobody wants this. Is not a good option. They like current names of, oh man, the sequel. I don't know. That one's a tough one for
That's
me.
fine. We can skip it. All right. What is one thing that you hope our kids learn about marriage by watching ours?
I'm trying to think of how to say it, that even in messy and hard, like that there's beauty in that, I guess. One of the things I really do pray about what people see, I get nervous about people getting this idealistic whatever about, our relationship and that we're just all ha 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 and fun. And I feel very burdened that I want people to know, listen, this isn't all rainbows and unicorns, but it can be stupid good and wicked and fun. Like that is also true, that all of these things can coexist and be true. And that, yes, it is work and it's something we're committed to, but I don't know, there's something beautiful in the midst of all of that. So
I think if I were to say something that I'm proud of, and there's plenty of things as a parent that you look back on and you're like, oh, I wish I did that differently. However, I will say that I feel like we gave our kids a realistic but beautiful picture of marriage.
yeah.
And I think that we modeled, to the best of our ability, that marriage is important and marriage is valuable and it is good and it is God's best way. And yeah, I mean, it's for them to navigate their own journeys. But at the same time, I think that that's something that I would say I feel very good about, that we've done that to the best of our ability. Again, very imperfectly, but
Yeah. They've gotten to see the good, the bad, the ugly. They've heard and witnessed us fight. They've also heard and witnessed us repent and give forgiveness and all these things. So yeah, I think that's a good last question, mainly because the last question on this one is stupid.
It's not stupid good, it's stupid bad.
Yeah, all the things about if you could whatever with emojis. No, we're skipping that one. I only vetoed like 3 total.
I think this is actually really fun. This is like what I actually enjoy about doing the podcast, is that we get to like
sit and chat.
Yeah.
Because honestly, think about it. After a day like today, we probably would just be dozing off in front of the TV, which we will be doing in about 5 minutes. But it gave us an hour to sit and chat. And hey, if we can do it, you can do it too. Married peeps out there, take the time, sit down, grab fake microphones. I don't care, but have conversation.
All right, one last question.
Oh, this is off script.
We're heading into Thanksgiving, Christmas, some time away. What are you looking forward to?
So much. I actually, as cheesy as it sounds, I love all of it. It's going to be chaos at Thanksgiving, all the people and the energy. And I am actually really looking forward to that, because we've had a couple of holidays over the years that were very quiet and it was odd. Like it felt weird. And so I'm very thankful and looking forward to a noisy house on Thanksgiving. I think that's a really special gift. And then you and I get to go away together, just the two of us. And I am so here for that. I am ready for that trip. Yeah. And then Christmas. I love Christmas. You know that. I'm part elf. And so I'm not for me, it's weird. I love noise at Thanksgiving. I don't necessarily like Christmas. I don't mind if it's just a few of us and it's a quiet, cozy morning. Like I actually love that about Christmas. It tends to be a little quieter. I love cheesy Christmas movies, being in PJs all day. It's fantastic.
I like that at this season, there are certain things that we still have as traditions, certain movies we'll watch or things that we'll do. But I think that some people I've talked to who've gotten to this phase of marriage with empty nest, and I can understand this. Like this is not a judgment, but it can be very hard when you kind of lose like all of us together every single holiday.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it like we never have that as a challenge, but I feel like we have a comfort in like, because we have had some like eerily quiet holidays, and then we've had some, okay, this year it's going to be a full house. And I'm kind of like you. Like I can deal with the differences. And yeah, I think our kids, they're in their early 20s, they're in college. Like I feel like just giving permission, like nothing is going to be the same almost year to year right now.
Yeah.
And so the things that we're committed to and we're fighting for with our kids is like, let's get time with them every year. Let's find, sometimes it's going to be on their turf. Sometimes it's the third space. I don't know. That's probably another podcast for another day, but yeah, I'm with you.
We decided early on too, that let our kids off the hook.
Yep.
In terms of the actual whatever holiday date. Like we can bump things around, we can do different things. And because as they, have significant others or maybe friends or whatever else, if they have opportunities and they want to go and spend that holiday with someone else, like I don't want them to feel this guilt of like, mom's at home mad that they.
It's kind of sweet. Like our son asked, like, "Hey, Dad, for Christmas this year, would you fly Taryn and I up?" And they're not going to actually be here on Christmas Day, but they're going to come a little bit before, which they've done a few times. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of sweet that the thing that they want is the togetherness factor is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And we're looking forward to, we'll keep this going as long as we can. There probably will be a break coming in as we're not going to record on a cruise ship. So we're going off the grid.
Yes. So unplugged. We're going to stick phones in a safe.
Good job today.
Yeah, you too. We did it.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.